All right. So hopefully everybody can see that now. Apologize for the delay there, some technical difficulties, as I said. But we're very excited today to go into detail on our annuity quoting software. And before we jump in to the discussion today and the material, just a couple of real quick housekeeping items. As I mentioned, my name is Josh Horton. I'm the sales director here for our life, annuity, and long-term care department. So anything related to those product lines, you can feel free to give me a call at my direct extension there, extension 7707. And so if you're not already working with Pinnacle Financial Services, just a real brief overview of us. We're a direct brokerage firm, FMO, IMO, if you will. That's kind of just industry jargon, depending on what the insurance company of the day wants to refer to us as. Really, we're a partner to our advisors, to our agents out there in the field. And a lot of our agents look at us as really as an extension of your back office. So think of us almost as a virtual back office here, where we help facilitate our agents' business from start to finish, from quoting, picking the best product for your client, helping you decide which to present, to training on the products, on the concepts, and real live sales language that you can use in discussion with your clients. But then also after you write business and you send that business into us here at Pinnacle, we have a full staff that tracks the business, follows up with while it's processing to make sure that things are moving smoothly. And really, again, it's just an added part of your team and here with a sole focus on helping your business to move smoothly. And really the goal for us is to help you to be out there in the field running appointments and setting appointments and really doing more of that revenue generating activity that really makes it a mutual beneficial relationship for both of us. If we can get you out there, on more appointments, focusing on those revenue generating activities and leave the rest of the busy work to us, we can really help our agents generate a lot more business. So that's kind of enough about us. We'll kind of keep today's discussion pretty brief, maybe about 20 minutes, a half hour at most. Really want to just dig in again in depth on this quoting software that if you were on my more recent, or last, I should say, webinar, we sort of talked briefly about this quoting software, but today we'll really show you the full-blown thing here. So again, about 20 minutes or so, half hour. Your phones are all on mute. So if you have any questions as we go, please feel free to type those questions into the question box. I'll try to get to the questions at the end of the discussion. And without further ado, we'll kind of jump right in here. All right. So this quoting software, we're very excited again about it. It's a third-party company that we've partnered with to bring this to our agents, and also it's honestly a really great tool for me myself here at the home office, just to help me to pick the right product, and that's a way a lot of our agents, I'm sure, will use this, is really a way to steer you in the right direction for what annuity might fit your client, and then from there you can certainly present these quotes, these illustrations, this information to your client. But we can also, once we've determined which product or products that we would like to present, then we can run full, more professional illustrations from those individual companies' software. This is just sort of a universal software that will allow you to quote every single thing that we have here at Pinnacle. So this software is brand new. So we will be adding this to our website. For now, there's actually just this URL bar at the top of your screen. And for everybody on the call today, we will send this address to you. But it's actually a link I can send you, and you'll be able to access this directly from your desktop. You can set up your own username and password. Or I should say you will need to set up your own username and password. You can see I'm logged in here under my account. So whatever you want to name the username and the password, you can set that up. and save it to your desktop so that you can log back in each time if you're like myself. You have so many passwords for things these days. So I'm using Google Chrome as the browser here. It's a browser that asks you if you want to save your password anytime you go to a new site, so it's helpful there. So we'll start kind of running just straight across here, and first on your dashboard, which is the main page here that everybody will have access to the dashboard, it's going to show you kind of what's new, what's happening. So you'll see on the left side some of the best fixed rates. Top MYGA products are shown here. Any important news. As I mentioned, this is a third-party company that does this for us, so they put things in here and just to keep you up to date with some of the newest rates. And as you can see here, you can expect to earn somewhere around about a 4% interest rate or so in a fixed annuity today. So these, when I say fixed, everything that we do at Pinnacle Financial are fixed and or fixed indexed annuity products. Important to note, because if you're working with us, you can sell every annuity product that we offer as long as you have a life insurance license. You do not need a securities license to sell any of the products that you will see quoted here today, or any of the products that you'll ever speak to us at Pinnacle Financial about. So you'll see fixed and fixed indexed annuities shown here today. As far as the regular fixed non-indexed products go, as I mentioned, somewhere around 4% is about the best rates that we are seeing today. So we'll jump right into those fixed rates. You can see MYGA is the terminology that's being used here, which stands for multi-year guaranteed annuity, if you will. So this is your regular old fixed annuity, your traditional fixed annuity, non-indexed, not reliant on market performance at all. And these are guaranteed rates. Multi-year meaning the rates are guaranteed for each year of the contract for the most part. And I'm just kind of combing through here because you can see it's giving you different rate guarantee years. So this is the duration of the surrender charge period for the most part. And you can see, believe it or not, they still have some 20-year, 15-year, and even 10-year surrender charge periods for your fixed annuity contracts. So we'll just kind of scroll down. I'm just sort of skipping ahead for the sake of everybody's time today. And I'll kind of zoom in once I get to where we see most of the sales with these products. And I'm just skipping down from the 8-year surrender charge period, the 7-year. We could stop at the 7-year. And this is kind of where you'll find your sweet spot for these products today. Most of the fixed annuity sales are somewhere around the 7-year or the 5-year contracts, because again, you're not going to see the interest rates much better than this. So why tie up your client's money for any longer than you have to? So here what you'll see is you're given the name of the company, the rating of the company, the max issue age, minimum premium that's required. So obviously these have different minimum premiums. So if we have a client that has a small amount of money, we can find them a home. And then as you come across, you'll see the current rate. So pretty straightforward. There's not much more. And if you scroll across, and I kind of zoomed in here for the sake of everybody's sight, you'll see an average, the average annual yield. Most of these MYGA products are going to give the same interest rate every single year throughout the surrender charge period, but you will see some of them sometimes do some different things where they might have a higher interest rate in year one, and then maybe a slightly lower interest rate in some of those following years. So kind of moving things around on my screen. Apologize if it's a little bit touch and go with my webinar program up on the screen and the quoting tool. So just want to show you guys some of the 5-year rates, and then we can move from, so you can see we have a ton of different options. We really have so many different annuity options, life options here at Pinnacle, that I always tell my agents, there's no reason for you to call any other brokerage firms or really, spend any time hunting around for the best product for your client, just give us a call. We'll help you pick the right one. We can wade through a lot of these different options, and we have really everything that's out there. So, once you find a home with an FMO or a brokerage or a partner that you really like working with, it really doesn't make sense to go anywhere else. So wow, you can see a lot of different options. All right, so here we are in the 5-year options. You can see even on a 5-year, you can expect to earn somewhere around 4%. Sentinel Security Life. A lot of these top rates you'll see are the B+ rated companies, B++. We really only have a couple of B++ companies that we're contracted with, but it's important to have them so we can have the most competitive rates. So if you have a client that says, hey, I'm really concerned about the financial strength of the company, I really only want an A-rated option, that's what we'll go with. We see Americo listed here, A-rated, and you can see where the A-rated companies come in, the rates are just slightly lower. Fidelity and Guarantee, A-rated, slightly lower interest rate. So there's just some of the give and take there, but you can see this is really a place for you to find the best option for your client. I really look at this tool as a great time saver, a place where you can go to one-stop shop where you can search all of the different annuity products that are out there, and that way we can pick the one that's the best fit for the client. So if you have somebody who's older and you're not sure which products are available for your 85-year-old, you can put their information in here at the top. So if we put in, I have somebody in Arizona, and they have a $200,000 premium, they're 85. I'm sure we have a lot of 85-year-olds in Arizona, right? And it will show us all of the different options that are available. So now with the fixed annuities, you'll have plenty of options available. But this is a great time saver. And then once you've determined the best option, you can go back and say, hey, Josh, can you run me quotes for the Sentinel Security, the Equitrust, and the Fidelity and Guarantee MYGA products? And I'll have my office put those illustrations together, shoot them over to you, have them to you in no time. We can also show you how you can run those full-blown illustrations yourself. And you can also, by all means, show these rates to a client. You can certainly use this in an appointment as well. So it just depends on if you like us to put together a more full-blown illustration for you that really shows all the finer points of the company and the fine print and all the different features. All right, so the MYGA and the fixed annuity is a lot of the same stuff that you'll find, a lot of overlap with the products. And so we'll look next at the fixed indexed annuity. And kind of the same thing. So, well, you know what, we'll look at the search. So what I really like about this, let's actually back up. The overview is better for today's discussion. What I really like about this is, again, you can put in the client's information. It shows you all of the different options. So one of the big things that we run into with the annuity sale today, if you're in the annuity business, you're already doing annuities, and probably rightfully so if you're on today's call, you know that the suitability analysis has become tougher and tougher. So that's a big part of what we deal with day to day here at Pinnacle. If you have clients that are in an existing annuity that maybe aren't happy with the performance, their objectives have changed, there's oftentimes, and almost every day, we talk to agents about replacing existing annuities and transferring the money from an old contract because of the changed objectives or poor performance to a new contract to better suit the client. And in many of those cases, the old contract is still in surrender. There's still somewhat of a surrender charge penalty, maybe 3%, 4%. So we might need a product with a bonus, with an upfront premium bonus to recoup that surrender charge. How do we know which products we have that have a bonus? Instead of you having to go through and looking at the different companies, or from our standpoint, looking at all the different companies, you can go right here. You can see right off the bat, National Western, 9% premium bonus. You have F&G, 7% premium bonus. And there's a bunch of different options, of course, but you could sort of, and I'm kind of skipping quickly. Let me zoom in a little bit here for you guys. So you can see here's your premium bonus account, premium bonus column rather. And that's going to highlight for you all the different options that offer a premium bonus. Same as the MYGA search, you'll see the company name, the name of the product, the rating of the company, maximum issue age, minimum premium requirement, premium type. So this is a fixed premium annuity. It's a single premium annuity, or flexible premium annuity, and then the single premium annuity is down below. So these are all contracts that would actually allow your client to contribute additional monies to the annuity after year one. More information. Some of the information on the strategies is highlighted here. Very brief information, but again, a great place to go to search for where to go next. And this is really something that we want to provide to all of our agents as a tool, as a resource to make your life easier. But by all means, we do quoting for our agents day in and day out here in the office. So if this is a lot for you, or if you just plan to, as I mentioned, kind of use this as a place to look first, and then you want to lean on us to do the majority of the quoting for you, definitely. That we love doing that stuff, and we run illustrations all day long for our agents. But one of our biggest goals here as a brokerage is, again, to just really make our agents' life easier. So we have a ton of tools on our website, which we do these trainings on our website all the time. So another discussion for another day, but forms on the website, all different other types of quoting on the website, electronic applications and enrollment tools are on our website. So that's for annuities, life insurance, Medicare. We even have an online enrollment tool for Medicare today that's on our website. So this is just in line with those different options and those different things that we want to provide for our agents to make your life easier. But use this as this will fit in with your practice. Don't feel that you need to do this all on your own and that you can't call us because we have this tool now. Honestly, most of our advisors really rely on us for all of their quoting, and that's great, and we love that. But we also want to make sure that you can do some of this stuff on your own. So, I mean, for example, if you're working late at night, burning the candle. I know, when I was still an agent out there in the field, I did a lot of my planning at night and was on the phone a lot late at night as well. But maybe you're working away at 8 o'clock at night, and you're hoping to get some stuff together for an appointment the next day that sprung up, and you didn't have a chance to talk to us. So this is really a good tool to use in cases like that. Or if you're just somebody that really likes to be able to explore the different products, understand the ins and outs, like a lot of our advisors. Another reason that this is really just an awesome tool. SPIA products is next in line. We'll just kind of go down the line. And again, this is more just of a here are the different options. These are the companies that we have that offer a SPIA, or single premium immediate annuity. So up until now, all of the options that we have shown for the most part have been deferred annuity contracts. So those are your tax deferred, more growth centered products for the most part. We talked about the fixed annuity, the MYGA. Those are really designed for a safe place to put the money and grow it, where you're going to get a guaranteed interest rate, sort of a great CD alternative. We showed the fixed indexed annuities, and again, probably another discussion for another day. If you need training on the indexed products or how those work, give us a call. But the indexed annuities are also, for the most part, growth centered or deferred, the ones that we showed till now. Growth more reliant on index performance. Now, here with the single premium immediate annuity, and if this is review for you guys, I apologize, but this is kind of your more old school income annuity. We don't sell the SPIA as much in 2019 as we did in the past, but we still do sell them for certain situations. If you have clients, younger clients inheriting wealth, where their benefactors want to make sure that the money is given to them, not in a lump sum, and in a way to almost protect them from themselves. We see the SPIA used a lot. Oftentimes, if it's just that the client needs income payout, these SPIA products will provide that. So what that SPIA is it's really just a payout arrangement with the insurance company. There's no liquidity or cash value to these contracts, and so they're really just a payment stream. For this case, we kept with our Arizona client with $200,000, 85 years old, and we can see all the different companies that have single premium immediate annuities available in that space. So these would be the companies that we could look to, and you can run individual quotes through here, or also, as I mentioned, with these, a lot of times it's best to get the quotes through the company's direct software. We can actually run several scenarios a lot of times. So with these immediate annuity payments, there are options. You can set a period certain option, a lifetime income option, and if you're familiar with the SPIA, there's several different options there. So again, just a place to look so you'll know which companies offer an immediate annuity for a client in this age range. Also give you the minimum premium, some of the other stuff, the ratings for the companies. So again, if you have a client that's really hung up on a company with an A rating, or if you're an agent that really only feels comfortable selling A-rated product, and we have many advisors like that, you'll be able to streamline those quotes, and you can actually stipulate which rating you'd like to see here. So they only will show, A- or better, for example. All right, so that's your single premium immediate annuity search option. And so all products will show you kind of everything, hodgepodge. And that kind of last but not least for today is the income rider. All right, so I think this is honestly probably the most valuable, or one of the most valuable aspects of this quoting tool. And that's because you can really, really hone in on the best option for your income sale without having to look at all the different options and go to each different company's software and run a illustration for each different company. So you put in the client's name. We got a lot of valued clients today. Same thing, 85-year-old person, Arizona, 200 grand, and we will do. This is where this really is helpful. Let's actually backtrack. Let's say we have a 61-year-old person, and they're telling us that they want to retire in 4 years. When they're 65, we can actually dial in that time. So which income rider is going to give us the best payout in 4 years? Now, a lot of these income riders are guaranteed. Actually, this will quote only the guaranteed income riders. So the numbers you're going to see here are all 100% guaranteed. And unlike the immediate annuity, single premium immediate annuity options that we just talked about, there is liquidity to this. This is not just an income payout. This isn't where you'll hear, you've probably heard me say like the J.G. Wentworth commercials where they're talking about how they have an annuity and they need money, and those are people that are actually selling immediate annuities for a lump sum payout. Oftentimes pennies on the dollar, or maybe cents on the dollar. But this is not that. These are deferred indexed annuity options that have guaranteed lifetime income payouts. So you can see here, based on our solve that we did, the best option for this client in 4 years would be with National Western Life. And it's a combination of probably the fact that they have a 9% premium bonus, a 5% roll-up rate, and a high payout factor to give us the highest income amount. And if you kind of can scroll over here, you'll see it gives you a 10-year total, a 30-year total, and it will also show you if there's some type of an enhanced payout. Many of these income riders provide income doublers for nursing home confinement or long-term care. Maybe it's an ADL-based trigger. but there are, you can see those options here. You have National Western is doing a doubler on their income rider. So you see them continuing to come up there. Sentinel Security also, many of these companies provide the doubler on the income rider. But this is huge. And you can actually put together a really nice proposal. So I kind of went quickly and streamlined one. But if you had, let's say you want to just show the top 3 best options, you can highlight those options. You can come over here. You can generate a detailed report. And you kind of pick the best options again. You can put your name on it here. And I already set one up because it takes a little bit of time for these to come up. So I didn't want to get stuck where it's taking forever. So here we go. I just pulled the National Western, Lincoln Financial, and Global Atlantic, 2 other companies we do a lot of business with, and they're all A-rated shown here. So breaking down the income amounts, this was a smaller initial premium for another case that I was actually working on for a real live agent here. So you can see this was a younger person, 61 years old with only 100,000. So there were some different options that came up as the best. You still had the National Western, Lincoln's product, and then Global Atlantic's. And it shows you what your income numbers would be here. This actually continues to show some income projections. Now, these are level income payouts. This actually shows what level income payout would be should the client wait for these different years. So, in this case, I showed she was starting income in year 2 for this example. So they were going to wait 1 year and then start income, but it will show you, okay, well, what if she waited until age 65? She would actually get $7,000 for life, guaranteed, no matter how long she lives. That's how these income rider products work. Versus if she started next year, she'd only be receiving about $5,700 a year for life. But this is just, you could show this to a client. It doesn't show hypotheticals. I see there's a question about liquidity. It doesn't really show you liquidity on here. It does show, yeah, it does actually. It does show you some hypos here. Shows you the accumulation values here. And this is based on one of the indexing strategies and the current fees. And does it do it for each one? It does. It shows you for each option. So I would probably just I would caution you guys to just double check with some of these, because every once in a while these projections won't be 100% accurate. Sometimes, a company might update their indexing strategy and they didn't get the memo to the third party company that does our quoting software in time. So just double check stuff. If I wouldn't. It's not often that you'll see a big drastic change, but like for example, these accumulation values. This is a hypothetical scenario. So based on one of the indexing strategies and the current fees, this is showing you how much of the account value would be left over as time goes on and the client is receiving their lifetime income, their $5,500 in income. For this example, this was the Lincoln option. And you can see how the account value on the far left-hand side is dwindling down as time goes on. And that's because the client's taking more money out of the annuity than they're earning in interest. But also the beauty of the lifetime income rider product. And to me, the main reason why a client would do that is because, if you're putting money in a CD or even a fixed annuity, and depending on that to generate income and pull distributions from that CD, for example, if your CD account goes to zero and you're still here, you're still with us, the bank isn't going to continue to send you whatever income you need to live off of. But with these income rider products, should you live long enough so your account value goes to zero, they'll continue to send you that lifetime income payment for as long as you live. So that's kind of how the income rider works here on this quoting tool. But I really just think that this is, like I said, probably the best the best piece of this quoting tool, the most valuable to me, is that we see a ton of these income rider sales. Probably about 60% of all of the all of the indexed annuity sales that we see across the country are involving a lifetime income rider. So very, very big stuff, especially in today's retirement space, where people are much more reliant on their own personal assets to save for retirement. Pensions are fewer and farther in between, so we don't see as many people that are retiring that work the same job their whole career, and now they get a pension where they're going to get these old teacher deals where people are set up for life and they're going to receive a nice comfy income that they can live off of. It just doesn't happen like that anymore for most of us. So for most of us, we save as much as we can, right? And at the end of the day, you reach your retirement age that you'd hope to retire, 65, maybe it's closer to 70. And how do we know how much we can spend? How do we know when we're going to pass away? We don't. So for most people in retirement, their risk tolerance is low. They want something where they get a guaranteed return. And so they don't know how much they can spend because they don't know how long they're going to live. This kind of solves that problem for people. So if you have clients that, would benefit from a lifetime income quote, let us know. We're happy to help with this. And it looks like I kind of answered the real only question while we were going. So you can see liquidity when you or accumulation values, I should say, when you run these quotes. If you're asking about liquidity with respect to the fixed annuities or the MIGA products, it does show you liquidity here. So it shows you a free withdrawal corridor. So if you're following my mouse there, hopefully you guys can kind of see that. It does show you. You can see a lot of these fixed annuities do not have liquidity. Some of them do. So some of them will give you a 10% liquid, 10% surrender free withdrawal. And then there are also features with the indexed annuities that provide liquidity, such as a return of premium provision. So that would be shown here. You can search for that when you run those. So if you're looking for something that's more liquid or has liquidity features there, that's what you'd want to look to. Also, give us a call. Let us know, if you have more questions on anything that we talked about today, annuity quoting, life insurance quoting. But if you have any questions on anything we talked about today, on annuity quoting, I'm happy to send the quoting tool out to each and every one of you that was on the call today. So you'll get an email with that, and go forth and prosper. Hopefully this will be a helpful tool for you guys out there in the field. And we really hope to help you grow your annuity business. So again, my name is Josh Horton here for Pinnacle Financial Services. Signing off. You can reach me at my direct extension below, extension 7707. And I look forward to speaking with you real soon. Thanks again for your time, everybody. Have a great day.